Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal. Today we are continuing Shadowrun Returns. So we have come into the Seamstresses Union, talked to Miss Kubota, or Mrs. Kubota, and we have been allowed upstairs to visit Coyote's room. There's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password. Don't have any decking ability, so that's a room I just don't get to go in, I guess. So that must be... What's this other room? Is there anything in this other room? It's just a different room. There's nothing here if we look. No, so it's just in here. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open the diary to the first paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Read the diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. But I want to be it's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, the real Paco, but this cutter Drek keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, babe. He always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, he would be sleeping in an alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want to leave him alone. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year, got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning max power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot woman turn her on. Okay, so has a bit of a problem with her boyfriend's friends and has bought a gun. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me. slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that if I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. There is a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. Let's look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. A COD receipt for a special order. Something on delivery. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Moray's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door. Set to a combination of 342436. Broken mirror was hiding a small safe. The safe beeps cheerfully in response to the door code and comes open. So I got a frag grenade out of that. Let's have a look at the television. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline, done in a stylized silhouette. And computer. Coyote's computer is ancient. Probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on screen password. Without the password, the only other button on the screen is the password recovery option. Maybe I should invest in some decking for these prompts. But we'll select password recovery. Okay, your first childhood pet. Let's go Shadow. What's your favorite musical act? So Shadow was the photo. There's the snake. Frame painting of the Chicago skyline. Action movies and cigarette butts. Clothes in boxes on the floor. Open the diary to the first. That's about the friends. Now this is the picture with the snake. Oh God, I don't know. Concrete Dreams, Mario Mercurial, The Elementals. So Shadow's the first one. This has to be a hint. Aha! Indeed I do. She plays her Starfire records so loud you can hear them down here. I told Mr. Clue to have her turn that direct down more than once. She's got a lot of other things to talk to about. Coyote, but for the moment, Starfire, and we're gonna go with Chicago. Your password has been reset to random string. For security, never write down your password. Logging you in. The computer has a list of basic applications. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market due in 30 minutes. Contacts. Exactly one entry. Someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Access history. A quick scan of her recent schedule searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests that a casual interest in vintage, more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Okay. Now, yeah, there's only one thing to do, which is find and talk to Kubota again. Now, know of anything about Paco? Member of the Cutters. He's a ganger. A member of the Cutters. He is a good kid in he is a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? She twists her face in disgust. No, I am a vegetarian. Did you know Jin Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me some peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Gambatte kudasai. Good luck. Let's see if Jin will tell me anything. Did you sell a Browning Max Power to Coyote, the bartender? Hey lady, I'm discreet. I don't want to talk about what my clients or what they buy. Bad for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me if she was as a customer, which I'm not saying she is. Say this. Whatever Miss Kubota wants, I didn't realize Coyote was missing. She said she expected to encounter some kind of paranormal animal at close range. I recommended the Ares Predator, but she couldn't afford it, so she went with the Browning Max Power. Need some hardware? No, thanks, not interested. Can I ask the magic guy about hellhounds? No thanks. No, apparently I can't. So apparently hellhounds are going to be a thing that we're going to have to deal with. You can't... Excuse me. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate archaeologies. For many, these archaeologies are home. Archaeologies? Archaeologists, what am I saying? Archaeologies, maybe? Yeah. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now, it's a market for all things, legal and illegal, a melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Okay. So there's a bit of a crowd around the Universal Brotherhood, build a better tomorrow, I guess. My memory is sort of coming back a bit. Bunch of people in suits. And there's a elf named Patrick to talk to. Dwarf wants us to join us and change the world. Patrick. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Ma'am, you are a beautiful elf, but you could be so much more. That sounds great. Tell me more. Wonderful. The Universal Brotherhood is a family encompassing all metahumans, sexes, and sexualities. We all strive to be the very best we can to live more fulfilled, happy, and productive lives, and to support each other in doing so. The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. He smiles and turns back to the crowd. Little bit of foreshadowing there. Oh, I like that with the crows. Synth juice for sale. Just fabbed today. Now here's Paco. Just have a bit of explore up here. Oop. Another dead body. I should probably talk to Paco first. So I think this is the... Oh no, I got a little bit more. No, there's a fence. The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself, dandelion eater. What do you want? You wouldn't happen to be looking for Coyote, would you? That's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? Relax. We're on the same team. I'm Mox. I was just at the union. Your girl's gone missing. I'm helping to find her. The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. With the cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Do you know a fixin' named Mr. Delilah? Why couldn't I ask Mrs. Kubota about Mr. Delilah? What was that? Let's ask about the fixer. I know him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute, Drek. I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it. Paco, slow down. Where did she go? The Royal Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job, I'm sure of it. And if this thug's caught her... There's grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? One more thing. Coyote had a receipt for some zebra meat from a place called Maury's Meat Market. Ever heard of it? Zebra meat? What? Look, that shop's just down the block if you want to check it out, but I'm going to the Royale, with or without your help. What's it going to be? I'm in. Don't worry, we'll get her back. Damn right we will. Now, is he going to follow me? Yes. Now let's see if we can find Maury's Meat Emporium. The Universal Brotherhood is not it. And there's a fence there. Maury's Meat Emporium, however, is on the way. We can talk to Manny. The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cows and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the priority becomes hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. Everything cool here? Yeah, everything's swell. Manny continues to stare daggers in Paco's direction. The name's Manny. What do you want? What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend that. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for the stuff for some reason. Oh, Drek. That's why Coyote wanted the zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere on the Royale. And if she never picked it up, I have this order for this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me? I'll look it up. Yeah, I got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. I didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here, it's all yours now. Nope, don't go in for that shaman stuff. You got a problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What the hell hell's that supposed to mean? It means that your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our union. My dad stood up to them, and he's still in hospital. Look, that's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyway. I couldn't do direct about that even if I wanted to. Tell that to my dad. Don't have time for this. We need to find Coyote. You're right, let's go. I have got the meat. Ah, good. So, I can't get to the royal apartments without first going past. Now, I've got 9 karma. I don't have enough to pick up a new etiquette. So I won't spend it yet. This elf. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman, dead on the pavement behind the police lines. Panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh no, is that Coyote? This isn't happening, god damn it. Paco, breathe. Now take a closer look. Is that her? Paco steps forward and breathes a huge sigh of relief. No, it's not her. Thank God. Look, let's not hang around too long, alright? Too many Lone Star pigs around. Paco looks over at the victim again. It's too bad whatever happened here. I'm not going to let anything like that happen to Coyote. I want to talk to Officer Landers. Another Ripper murder. I've seen her at the shack. It's a corp hit, I'm sure. Who is it? I think I'm going to be sick. There's Dresden as well. A tall, emotional... Ah, yeah, see, no security. I knew I wanted another etiquette. A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the Auger Grinders coroner, Dresden. This is a Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. I'm here to see Coroner Dresden, and who might you be? It's all right, officer. She's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay, then make it quick. Lying on the pavement is a body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along something. So what brings you out here? Hot on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I've stumbled across another Ripper murder. Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work, I gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Well, not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead about 3 officers. Her name was Lucy Warden, worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened. Can you tell if she's been subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? That's the strange thing. There doesn't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body, yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Dead of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back at the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. Dresden laughs. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management that I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught. What about the bite marks on her arm? Ah, completely unrelated. It appears some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley sometime after her death. Any sign of magic use here? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now that's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team though, just to be sure. So the Ripper takes Sam Watt's liver and this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose? Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there. Dresden starts to turn back to the body, then stops. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going soon, before he shows up. Let's talk to this elf. The elf standing before you has may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, formal jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie gave him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you, he notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Why would you want to know something like that? The elf giggles, a strange, high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, just a hobby. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend the coroner. Runs away. The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre? I don't know. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as this crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? What can you tell me about the murder that took place here? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago. We don't know that and we know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for weaknesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. I take it you and McCluskey don't see exactly eye to eye. Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. Do you have any leads on the Ripper that I should know about? Ha, plenty, if you ask McCluskey, but the truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time, officer. Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put in a donation to the Lonely Orphans Fund. The Lonely Orphans Fund? Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list, and I let you know the next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in. Well, I'm always interested in finding out about any new orphans you discover. Excellent. Shall we say 300 new, which I don't have. Even 100 new would make a big difference for the orphans these days. He makes a face. Yeah, well, some orphans have more expensive taste than others. 200, you can take it or leave it. It's 100 or nothing. You're lost then. Still talk to Dresden? Did you notice a particularly ugly elf standing over there in the crowd earlier? Huh? Where Dresden scans the spectators. He's gone now, but he was asking about the body, wondering which organ grinder's facility it will be taken to. Interesting. Well, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. An ugly elf, eh? I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Quick, get out of here before McCluskey shows. Now, I have a feeling I can't go very far up here. So, we've got to go this way. Glad there's no trolls around here. Why? What's wrong with trolls, Mr. Dwarf? There's a troll. No way, Blind Lucy? Let's have a chat with Frank. The orc before you wears a standard Stuffer Shack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large, crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. I take it you knew the victim. Yeah, what's it to you? My condolences. Were you the two of you close? Thanks. Sorry, we're just not used to folk being so friendly around here. The orc wipes his Wiped some tears away with a dirty napkin. Yeah, we were pretty close, as co-workers go. Blind Lucy and I worked here at the shack for 3 years together. Started on the very same day. Blind Lucy? Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear these huge glasses and hold rings right up to her face. But she got new eyes about a year ago. Any idea how she scored the new eyes? No, she wouldn't talk much about it. Just called it her stroke of good luck. I guess that luck ran out. Seen anyone strange in the store lately? I see weird stuff every day. It's a stuffer shack. But no, nothing stranger than usual. What is a stuffer shack? I wonder. It's obviously a franchise from Shadowrun, but I feel like I should remember what it is, but I don't. Is it a food place or what? Did Lucy have any enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. That guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed for a restraining order. That seemed to die down a while ago, though. When was the last time you saw Lucy? Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers. That's all I need to know. Thanks for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you? In my own way, why do you ask? Well, Lucy had this necklace, an intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. Wore it every day. Said her mum gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, I know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in an evidence storage until the 7th world awakens. I just thought that if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. I understand. If I can find it at the sea, I'll bring it to you. Thank you for your help, friend. You know where to find me. Ooh. That could be interesting. There's a junkie with a gun. Let's explore this. Let's save. It won't let me save. Will let me save. Let's explore this. Ooh. So quickness 4, if I had quickness 4, I'd probably be okay. You scan the ground near Lucy's body and spot a small wooden object, most likely hidden beneath the dead woman's hair. This must be the necklace Frank was talking about. A thin, broken cord trails off one side. It must have snapped during the struggle. Lean down to pick up the necklace. Officer Landers, as you start to reach for the necklace, a slim black Lone Star boot slams down on the pavement. What do you think, and what do you think you're doing? Just reaching for my... Ooh, if I had some spirit summoning. I could use that. That's unfortunate. 50 Nuyen. Just reaching for my wallet. I'd like to make a contribution to the Lone Star Morale Fund. I see. Well, thank you for your contribution, citizen. Don't forget that necklace you dropped. You pick up the necklace. It's an intricately carved piece of wood in the shape of a dragonfly, with small turquoise stones set within its eyes. The food feels very sturdy for its weight. With genuine wood, such a rarity in the Sixth World, that this piece might be worth quite a bit to the right buyer. Actually, can I talk to Dresden about the fact that... Ooh, F5 is quick save. Nah. Okay, so we'll give the necklace back and see if that nets us anything else. Frank looks up as you approach. Were you able to find Lucy's necklace? I've got it right here, Frank. You can send this to her family now. Give Frank the necklace. As he takes the necklace from you, you can sense a weight lifting from Frank's shoulders. I'm glad I can do this much for Lucy at least. Thank you, friend. I owe you. Happy to help. Hey lady, you have some extra Nuyen? I just need some sucrozoom for that shack over there. Have 10. Yes, obviously it's a food place. Thanks, chummer. Yeah, okay, that doesn't go anywhere. I guess that there's not really anything else left to do except go in here. Come on, lady, let's go find Coyote. Okay, I'm ready.